Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria. I was doing some work off camera, and it started slime raining. So I decided we should join the world from the start screen as I start things up. Yeah, and it is still slime raining. I wasn't sure if saving and exiting the game would do that, but I needed to wait until I had time that I could do some recording. Okay, so during the slime rain, slime's going to be falling from the sky, and if we kill like 150 slimes or something, then King Slime will show up. One of those slimes was carrying a bunch of money for some reason, which I'm happy for. So let's go ahead and drop off some money in the piggy bank. But yeah, King Slime obviously is going to be on the to-do list, and I'll actually be really happy to have him because we'll be able to get the slime mount. I don't think I have any mounts yet, actually. I haven't found a minecart or made a minecart. I haven't done fishing quests, so we haven't gotten the bunny mount. I'm trying to think of what else might count as a mount. What is this? It's another bloody machete. I see. I could use it for a minute. It's not bad, honestly, against the slimes. But yeah, I guess this must be a Halloween drop that just drops from random creatures. Yeah, it's not bad. But I'm still pretty happy with my giant fiery sword. And it occurs to me that eventually I will want to make the Knight's Edge, which means I'm going to have to make the jungle sword. And so some of these spores and stingers that I have for that are things that I will need to save for crafting that up. Just because I want to kind of check out the weapons and see if anything's new and different and exciting with them. I guess while I'm waiting for some more slimes to fall, can also be harvesting some Daybloom. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing. Did I not get a Daybloom seed? Huh. Did the Daybloom seed fall? That's kind of weird. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then I was thinking that crafting recipes, like there are a few things that we've already seen. Unpleasant bladed glove, hold on, what is that? Insanely fast speed. I see, it's kind of like the, is it a pickaxe or is it just a weapon? It's melee damage. Okay, so it's not like the Shroomite digging claw, but it is insanely fast speed. And so it can hit, like, every couple of frames or something. So you could do, if you're just, like, going to be standing inside a bad guy, you could do a lot of damage with this. I can't remember if this existed before or not. There are a number of things that are newly materials now. For example, the Extractinator is going to turn into a hard mode version of the Extractinator at some point. And so I need to go back and just kind of, like, look at recipes, like, hand a bar of lead to the guide and like see if there's some new recipes that I haven't seen before. I talked about the fact that I'd gotten meteorite bars or whatever and mentioned making the phase blade and then didn't actually make it. I want to make that just to see if it has any new effects on it, just because so many of the weapons have been changed. So yeah, there's kind of a long list of things I need to do just in terms of materials and crafting, as well as just kind of the usual progression stuff. Killing King Slime, killing Queen Bee, a deadly bladed glove, an even better one. Or perhaps about the same. Yeah, and then eventually we'll get over to Skeletron in the dungeon. Green Slime banner, there we go. And once again, I got a bunch of gold. I think possibly the chances that a slime spawns with extra money or an extra object inside them might have been increased. I know that a number of the rare drop chances have been increased, which is good. A number of them were too rare. Oops, I accidentally killed a bunny who was dressed in a slime costume when I thought I was killing a slime. I'm sorry, bunny. I didn't mean to kill you. But this will be great for all of my gel. I've got 495 of it. Alright. Doing fantastic. This time I got my seeds, which means I can replant right there. Aha! And while I've been babbling on about different things that I want to do, in this game. I've not paid enough attention. Oh, there's a pinky. Definitely want to kill the pinky. That will earn some money. 2 gold. Very nice. And I guess I don't need to run back to my piggy bank. I could just do this, because I have a money trough. So let's see. For the level of gear that I have, I don't think King Slime is going to be a problem. We could always kite him over into the lava to do a little bit of extra damage once he appears. But I'm not too worried about him, because I've got great amounts of armor. That said, when he does spawn, I might at least buff with my rabbit stew for well-fed buff. In fact, why don't I just do that now? I've been collecting lots of bunnies, and so I can make lots of well-fed buffs. I'm not worried about that in terms of running out of resources. And we've already got a campfire and a heart lantern here at spawn, so I have those advantages. Once we do get into the dungeon and are able to get the mechanic NPC, we could wire up some red wire. I do think I have a star statue, and maybe I also have a heart statue. So those are some other things that I could set up for arenas. And the thing that I was doing off camera when it started slime raining was starting to dig down into the antlion den area or whatever, because it occurs to me a bass statue is another thing I would like to find in the world. And in the jungle, I don't think in the previous episode I mentioned feral claws, but they eventually combine into some super accessories that I might want to make. So that's something else I definitely want to find. Okay, King Slime. We've already buffed. He's over here on the left. And let's see, I've got my summon out. And I might as well see... Yeah, I might be able to do some super damage at range, as well as potentially kill off a bunch of the blue slimes that he's dropping by using my space gun, Zappinator, whatever this thing is. Am I at the perfect height that King Slime... Okay, he is going to teleport up here. I thought perhaps he was going to stay down on the bottom level, confusing himself. That where he ought to be to attack me, which would have made things even easier than they are. But it is possible for him to teleport up here, but it's not going to matter, because I'm dealing so much damage that he goes down, just like that. Oh! Kaplunk! Slime stopped falling from the sky. Okay, so did killing him cause us to get another slime pet? So there might be multiple conditions that causes slime pets to appear? Because I don't think this is the same slime or the same name as the slime that had been. Actually, we can just go check. That had been over by the ocean. So let's go teleport over there. So over here, yeah, this is a different slime. So that one is called Slick. And this one was called, like, Kerplunk or something? What's your name? Sputnik. Burble burble? Alright. So we got a second slime pet. Alright. Interesting. Alright, let me sort through... Oh! Sputnik the nerdy slime. Okay, so they have different descriptions. So the nerdy slime perhaps appears after you kill King Slime, and other slimes might have their own conditions. Right, I want to open this up. Solidifier, right. Craft more objects. Royal Gel makes the slimes friendly to you. Ninja stuff, which I don't think I'll use. Slimy Saddle is the mount that I was just mentioning. The main reason that I enjoy having the Slimy Saddle is that it allows you to fall super fast, which makes it really fast to descend your mine shafts and different things. That's the main reason that I like it. Okay, well, let me sort through some inventory and figure out what we're doing next. Alright, I've got some potions for exploring and spelunking. I was struggling a little bit to stay alive when I was exploring the Antlion Den area, the underground desert over here. And I was just trying to dig out the mine shaft, as it were. But yeah, there's a whole lot that's unexplored where I was just digging straight down. So let's start exploring and lighting it up. I would like to find a bass statue, and there's probably some other stuff I'd like to find as well. I guess if we do, I think it is possible, ouch, it is possible for the bass statues to generate in the terrain as opposed to like sitting in a chest. And so it's possible that we'll see the buff in the upper left-hand side that one gets from a nearby bass statue, which is it gives you extra defense, if I recall correctly. Oh, mandible blade. That's just a melee weapon. It's not too exciting, it would appear. And bombs, I would like to have some more fossil. So we'll go ahead and blow some of those up, just to get them in my inventory. I do enjoy. Ouch. Oh, that's a sand trap. I'm gonna die. Ouch. That was mean. Silly video game. Why are you trying to kill me? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, I forgot to buff. That's what I did to deserve it. Alright, yes, we can see a whole lot more now. Okay, so giant fossil area here. Definitely deserving of, let's do like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got a bunch of fossils out of there. Great. And let me actually have my eyes, oops, take a moment kind of looking at the rest of the screen, see if there's anything exciting. Ouch. If I shoot you, yeah, you're going to come toward me. And you do explode into a bunch of little rolling spike projectiles, so I need to keep that in mind as well. It's not just avoiding the rolling cactus itself, but also avoiding its impact point, if you want to not take damage. And alright, I mean, there's lots of things that I could mine here, but I don't need to mine all of them right now. So let's go back to the mine shaft area and just go deeper and see what we see. Doot. A little something here, but it does have some gold, and I am a fan of gold. There we go. So we'll go ahead and quick stack that stuff away. Over here, not a whole lot. Avoid the rolling cactus. Even as it rolls, it looks like it puts out some of those... Oh, darn it, I did it again. It puts out some, like, shooting rolling cactus spike projectiles, it looked like. Not sure that I completely know its behavior. Alright. Oh, that's gonna hit me. He realized too late. Okay. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, and those worms, which were super scary in the very early game, are not as scary, because they don't have that many hit points. Got some potions from somewhere, that's nice. Increase my potion collection. Alright, playing things a little bit safer. We are back at maximum health. Everything should be fine. I am going to go ahead and try to disturb a bunch of these rolling cactuses so they don't surprise us at any future point. We had already rescued the golfer, so we don't have to worry about looking out for him. And it just occurred to me, I could probably put back on the Shield of Cthulhu because I'm not doing a whole lot of digging right now. I had my chisel on to help me dig very quickly. I do see the house on the bottom left, but there's a big cave over here I want to light up as well. I don't see anything too important on the screens over there to the left. So let's go down toward this house. Oh gosh. And okay, those rolling cactuses woke up. But now they're done. Okay, tell me about the house. We have the crazy rope thingy. And I'm going to need to get out the money trough, deposit all my stuff. Right, I guess I have to actually click on it and say deposit all. Great. And if I open the door, that will, okay. That will awaken the nearby rolling cactus. I kind of wanted to science that out. It would have been better if I scienced it out in a way that didn't involve me taking like 200 damage, but what you gonna do? Alright. Lots and lots of fossils available in here. But I don't see any other signs of housing and chests just yet. Killing the antlions is good because they'll drop antlion mandible crafting ingredients for mining potions, so I would like to get a few of them killed as I'm here, but I don't feel obligated. Try to kill all the bad guys. I can choose to just avoid them. Okay. Got grappled into a little bit of a space where the game physics did not like me being where I was. See the heart crystal over there. And yeah, just a bunch of rolling cactus. I don't really need the life crystal all that badly. So we'll continue on a little bit further downwards. Spelunker potion ran out, but I have another. I think my other potions have longer durations. So I can kind of hold off on refreshing them just yet. But keeping the Spelunker up is definitely useful. If I want to, oh gosh, find all the things and stuff. Alright, where are some more underground houses? Surely there are more of them. Alright, I'm mostly using my laser gun just to attack rolling cactus at range in order to wake them up from a safe distance. And at some point, like, I have the arms dealer. I could consider buying the mini shark, which I will need eventually, and playing around with some other range damage weapons. I did get the boomstick out of the jungle and just kind of toss it away without looking at it. I can't even remember if that one's a material, or it might newly be a material in this update. So that's another thing that I have to check out. But I really haven't spent much time kind of trying to be a ranger with this particular character or game save. So I need to do some more of that. Melee, for the most part, is my own preferred class, but... Aha! I see a bunch of things now. Something right below me and something also in the bottom right. But I do want to experiment with, like, all the different weapons and classes and things. Okay, there is a bunch of rolling cactus, or not rolling cactus, a bunch of fossils here. I'm going to try to mine some of those up. It will also break into the roof of this little house, but that's fine. We don't live here. We're just here to loot. Speaking of loot, we found Storm Spear, which I guess is like a spear weapon that shoots. Yeah. And it might have a new effect. I don't remember. I didn't play around. Oops. Accidentally dropped it. Didn't play around with that weapon much. I think it did exist prior to this update. Okay, now I am going to put the chisel back on, just to quickly dig over here to the right. But yeah, I don't remember if it looked exactly that way before. I really don't remember that weapon well enough to know if it might have changed or not. Alright, cactus is out of the way. And I've earned myself, there we go, bass statue. That's the thing I really wanted. Oh, and also an encumbering stone, possibly. Which I think, surprisingly, I also might want. So, prevents item pickups while locked. Right-click to unlock. So if I right-click it, then is it unlocked? And so can I pick up items again? It is. That's really cool, because it allows you to conditionally pick up items, which is something I have wanted before. For example, I remember during the Pumpkin Moon, there was a max number of buffs, which I think used to be 22, but I think they actually increased it to 44. But during the Pumpkin Moon, I would be fighting, and I would accidentally pick up a pet, which counts as a buff because it appears in the upper left. And as a result, I wouldn't be able to use all of my buffs because I'd hit the buff button, and it would activate the pet that I just picked up during the crazy fray of the Pumpkin Moon. And so I'd actually considered using the old encumbering stone, which just never lets you pick up any new items, rather than having the option to turn it on and off. I'd considered using that just to ensure that I wouldn't pick up the pet, to ensure that I'd be able to keep all my buffs. However, now that the buff limit is much higher, that's probably not an issue, but there might be other reasons that you want to... Did I see something over here? It was just a heart crystal, life crystal. There might be other reasons that you would want to turn off item pickup. even if I'm not sure exactly what they might be. So having the encumbrance stone, now having that kind of optional thing you can turn on and off, makes it kind of a valuable item, I think. So I'm glad to have it. Probably only needed 2 bombs to get all that lead, but getting some more sand is also nice. I actually had to go gather some just to craft up some more potions to be prepared for this little adventure. And where am I relative to my mine shaft? I guess I'm below as far as I dug previously anyway. So we'll just do some more random digging down. But the inventory is almost full. And so if this little adventure ends shortly, that's fine with me. Those rolling cacti went in a direction that was not towards me. And so I find that very suitable. Okay, and this Spelunker potion wore off, which means my other potions will have worn off, which means I'm in grave danger of dying. So, yeah, I think if we don't see anything right now, we can go ahead and just kind of head home and check out all the loot that we got. Look at this little pet guy, Sputnik. He died and then respawned at some point. Okay, more of that. We did get a new painting. Andrew Sphinx. U1 restored. That might be the name of one of the development team people. I can't remember. Can I reach this? I was reorganizing my inventory, and so I moved all the statues down here. And while I could quick stack to it, it's kind of out of reach to just kind of drop some new things in there, so that's kind of a shame. So, Storm Spear. We just got a brief look at it. I see, its little projectile does not travel all that far, but it looks really cool. Alright, I will put that in my random weapons chest. And Watchful Antlion, Uluru, are some of the new paintings. Okay, let me sort through the rest of all this inventory. So as a reminder, the Snake Charmer's Flute summons a temporary rope that... How high does it go? It goes... I think this might be a change. I don't remember it going that high before. But it's a nice way to temporarily ascend. Especially if you get it in the early game or whatever, like if you're like looking for Sky Islands or different things. But I think it does expire after a certain amount of time. I don't remember how long that time is. I don't have to be just sitting here in order to find out. I also got a crab statue, which is one of the wireable statues. But the bass statue increases defense by 5 when placed nearby. So for now, I'm just going to place this at spawn. Okay, yeah, that thing did already expire on its own. So that we have it, the encumbrance stone, just to show it off a little bit more clearly. If I have it turned on, I see it's called encumbrance or uncumbering. Encumbering, uncumbering. So when it's encumbering, even if there's objects on the ground, you won't pick it up. But then you can turn it off and pick up objects. Cool. I guess also if you're like digging a tunnel and you didn't want to pick up 10 tons of dirt as you were digging down all the way to the bottom of the earth, that's another reason that you might use it. Yeah. Okay, but I think those are all the major items that we found. I was looking, and since I got the things that I wanted out of the Antlion Den, I think next what I'd like to do is do some more exploring underground in the ice biome in the hopes of possibly finding the ice skates that we can use to combine our lightning boots into frostspark boots. And so once again, let us get down probably around here and buff and see if possibly among the dark caves that are around here we can... Oops, I actually saw the trap. Good job, me. Alright. See if we can possibly find some underground houses that might contain the treasure that we seek. Alright, I see an ice chest. And is it just underwater? I guess so. Can I reach it from here? I can. And it just has another ice blade. Alright, fair enough. Frozen chest is its official name. There's a star statue over here. Let's take a closer look at that. Presumably that's a part of some structure. No, it's also just underwater. Alright, you crazy star statue, I will take you. Alright, well I've ended up kind of just underneath the ice biome. And while it's not a frozen chest, it is a gold chest. So let's check out what we've won here. Some more Hermes boots. Alright, I can take those. Hey, here's a house. Oh, but it's just outside the ice biome once again, which is the reason that once again we're going to end up with a gold chest. Alright. We have some more shoe spikes. Not particularly exciting in terms of main treasure, but I'll take it. Well, I didn't have any luck in that portion of the ice biome, and so I just decided to grab a mining potion alongside my usual potions and dig straight down in a different section of the ice biome and see if we have any better luck finding underground houses. And we dig pretty fast going like this, so I have high hopes. Hey, I finally see one. To the left, there is a frozen chest. Let's see what we've won. We're still mining very quickly. If the mining potion wears out, I could always switch to... Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, hey, it's a blizzard bottle. That's good. That's kind of an upgrade to our cloud in a bottle, which I'm not even using right now because I've got a bunch of other accessories that I like. But that's better than the cloud and bottle in terms of the amount of vertical height it gets you when you have double jump. So that would have been nice to find nice and early in the series, although I can't complain about the number of vertical power-ups that we got fairly early on. The flying carpet was super great. Okay, well, I'm going to continue looking around. There was another... Actually, yeah, there was another minecart rail a bit back up that I didn't explore in either direction. So I think now might be that time. And see, ha 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 ha! Alright, always ride the rails. Good things happen. Hey, it's my ice skates! The thing I wanted the most. And I found it. It just took some persistence. I thought maybe I saw another chest, but I think I'm making it up. Alright, let's go ahead and continue riding this along the way while we have the Splunker Potion going, and it might bring us to here, which has yet another chest and a star statue, too. Snowball cannon is not a particularly valuable thing. Let's go ahead and deposit all of our stuff here. I had to go unload a bunch of the stuff we found in the first trip back home, so I have a relatively empty inventory once again. But let's try the other side of this rail over here. Oh, and it just empties out over here. Alright, well, we're still going to call that quite successful. I have only 3 seconds left on the Splunker Potion, so unless we see something right now, and we don't, then I'm just going to be happy with all that. Okay, let me go ahead and unload all this inventory. Alright, the snowball cannon is range damage, but it's an early game weapon. It's not a material, so I think I can get rid of it. The ice mirror, I think, is basically just the ice version of the magic mirror that has no other important things. Yeah, it's just crafted as part of the cell phone, just like the normal mirror, so I don't really need that. Blizzard in a bottle, presumably can just turn into the blizzard in a balloon. Which I guess I might as well go ahead and do, actually. But most importantly, the ice skates. I can combine them. Let's go ahead and grab a balloon while we're here, because I'm pretty sure I have another one. Do I just have one other one? I guess so. That's fine. Let's bring them over to the Tinkerer's Workshop and take off my boots. And then I can craft a blizzard and a balloon. Jagged. I was mostly doing that just to hope to get something amazing in terms of the modifiers. And frostbark boots. And they're warding. That's awesome. 4 extra defense. Alright. And eventually those can be combined even further. Let's actually ask the guide about that. I think there's 2 other pieces that I need to combine the boots. Hey, guide. Yeah. Look at my boots. I'm throwing them in your face. How did they combine? They combine with lava waders, right, which are the water walking boots plus a lava charm, I think. So that I would still need. All right, but in the meantime, the warding frostspark boots will do me very well. And so they also give me the ability of the ice skates, which means I can run around and jump on ice without breaking it, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that was good stuff. I was just taking a look at the overall map, and it occurs to me I've never seen the left ocean. So to finish things off for today, why don't we go out on a little adventure to the left side of the map? Because the farthest to the left I have been is just over here. I would like to go farther. I would also like to explode jungle bats for being jungle bats. That's definitely enough of a reason. Alright, so previously I'd gone down into the jungle over there. This is going to be all new. What will we find? I wonder if there's a third corruption. I wonder if there's more big trees. Is there anything else exciting I could imagine to find on the surface? Those are the main things that spring to mind that might be past the jungle. But we've got some nice boots that I can use to run and fly very fast. This jungle feels like it's stretching onwards and onwards, almost to the edge of the map. There's always the possibility that you could find a... trying to think of what it's called. Enchanted Sword Shrine, I think might be the name of it. They generate sometimes just below ground near the edge of the map over here. So I'm gonna just kind of keep an eye out, since my sword is giving off these little fire particles that light up the ground below me. I can at least see, you know, there's a cave down here, even if it doesn't seem like there's much. Yeah. But surely the ocean will be coming up shortly over here. And another thing, just while I'm here, well, for one, I've got the meteor hammock, so it's much quicker to chop down trees. I'd actually been stopping chopping down trees because I was over 900 wood, and it used to be the case that wood stacks to 999, but it doesn't anymore. I have 1042. But it occurred to me at some point very recently that it might stack even further. Okay, 1090 wood in a single stack in my inventory. That is more wood than I have ever held in one stack in Terraria, because it was not possible prior to now. Those are just a bunch of seashells, alright. All packed together, they look a little weird. And I've got plenty of whatever these things are. Oh, the blood moon is rising, yikes. And let's see, there's coral, which I think is used in some kind of potion, possibly. So it wouldn't hurt to grab a little bit of that. There's little crab guys here. I'm going to run out of breath very shortly. We've got a pink glowfish who could give the jellyfish necklace, and we got sharks who could give shark fins. Heal! Oh, I'm drowning. I talked about the fact that I was running... Oh, discovered Atlantis. I think that might be a new death message. I talked about the fact that I was running out of air, and then I got distracted by the bad guys, and I wanted to get the shark fin. Alright, but we didn't happen to see any chests underneath the water there, but I'm pretty sure that coral is an ingredient in some kind of potion. Right, it's blood moon, which means I'll be able to harvest more deathweed. And kill some bad guys, you know, usual kind of stuff. But this is all stuff that we have done before. And so, yeah, I feel like with that, we've kind of rounded out this episode pretty well. So I'm going to say, I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria. For now, bye-bye.